Hey guys, in this video lecture we'll create a like button in our post detail view so that the user can be able to like the post if he loved the post. It's pretty much like what you had seen on Facebook, Instagram, Google Plus, YouTube and others. First of all, we'll create a likes field in our post model. So open up the models.py file inside the block directory and we'll include the likes underscore field inside the post model here. So just after the body, we'll write likes. You can write anywhere as you need. Models dot we'll use many to many relationship here to select multiple or to use multiple likes, many to many field, which takes the user as a parameter, that so that only the user can be able to like the post, and the related name will write likes, and the blank must be true. We don't need to specify null equals true in case of many to many field. We have used many to many relationship because multiple users who read the post can like and dislike the post for many authors, but they need to be registered with this site to like and dislike the post. Now, as we have used the likes field inside the post model, we need to make the migrations and apply the changes. So open up the terminal here. As you can see, I have already activated the virtual environment. So just write python manage py make migrations, hit enter. As you can see here, it has added the field likes to post, and now apply the changes using python manage py migrate, and the changes has now been applied. And then just corresponding tab, I have opened the MySQL. Just use my site here to show the actual structure of the table that is created after applying the changes. So use the database and we say show tables, and as you can see here, we do have the blog post underscore likes table created. So we can be able to check the structure how it is created. It has just ID, the post underscore ID, and the user ID. The user ID is what we have used in the many to many relationships, and the post underscore ID is what we have used the likes button, the likes field inside the post model. So we can be able to use the post and the user here as well. So we can now be able to create a button here. So open up the post detail view templates, which is inside the templates blog. Inside the post detail view, just after the post.body section, we'll create a form here whose class will not define for now, and the action will need to use the URL that we'll create here. So just write URL for now and write like underscore post. The method should be post. We'll write then here csrf token, and just after that we'll create a button of type submit, as we have used form here, and the name will use post underscore ID in order to use that name into the, or get the ID of that button, like button, into the view that we will create, or the like underscore post view that we will create, and the value should be the context variable, which is post.id for this post detail, and we'll write like here, and class will say btn primary. So we'll need to create the URL. So open on the my site urls.py file, and just after that, or at the very end, we'll create a URL for this view, or the view that we'll create for now. Just first create the URL for this. It starts with like and ends with $, and views dot like underscore post, that will create a moment, and the name will use like underscore post. So it's time to create a views. So open up the views.py file. Just after the post detail view, we'll create a post like underscore post view. So we'll write like underscore post. To create a view, we'll need to pass the request parameter. Oops, how it is here, as you can see. Just give us some space. So in that, we'll get the post object with that ID associated here using post is equals to get object of 404 as we have used in post detail view here, and pass the model post, and we'll get the id using request dot post dot get the value, the name that we have used inside the button while creating the button. So in order to add the like button, a like entry into the table, we'll need to write post dot likes dot add, and which takes the object. So we'll pass request dot user as an object, so that it will know that this user has liked the post for this post id we have used. Just after that, we'll return just http response redirect, which takes post dot get absolute url, parentheses. Just save the file, and we'll do it in action. So if we go to the, first of all, run the server, make sure server is up and running. Python manager py run server, and it will show no error. So I say runs server spelling is wrong. So it's server. It is not throwing any error. So go to the browser and refresh the browser, refresh the page. As you can see here, the super user already logged in. If we open up the Daniel Taylor post, we do have the like button. It should refresh the page, and the entry should be gone into the blog post likes table. So if you click on like, page has been refreshed. It will didn't give any error. So if you go to the terminal and open up the MySQL here and select star from blog post likes, we do have the id is 1, post id is 50. If we go to the browser again and view page source, we do have the value is 50 that we have get using this instance request.get, and the user id is 1 as I have already logged in here, which is the first user name. So if we use different username to like the post, suppose I use Amir Khan username, excuse me, it's Amir Khan, password 123, login, and we click on same post and hit the like button and go to the terminal. We do have different entry of with having user id is 3, and the Amir Khan's user id is 3, which is associated with star from auth underscore user table. So this is the id 3 it is getting, which is Amir Khan that we are logged in for. So log out, and if we go to the admin panel to see how it is looking into the admin panel, so you write Abhishek user 3, log in, go to the post section. If we go open up the Daniel Taylor post, we do have Abhishek and Amir Khan selected in the likes field here. We can be able to use to select the Ankit and using control and right click on a mouse and use Abhishek VRM444 and just save it. It will now add into the MySQL or the database. See, 57 is now been added. Now the user can be able to dislike that post. So how can we do that? So just go to the localhost 8000 and go to the Atom text editor and open up the post detail view here. Just after that, we'll write if statement here and write is underscore like. That will create a contextual just after that, and if that is liked, and we'll write here the dislike button, dislike. Just copy and paste it here, say danger, and we'll write else. Just paste the button, type submit, and we'll write like here, and it should be primary, and we'll write and if the user just liked it, it will the is underscore liked is will write in the views. So open up the views.py file and open up the like underscore post first. So here, after just getting the post instance, we'll check here if post, excuse me, it's if post dot likes dot filter the request id of the user, request dot user dot id, if it is exists already into the table blog post underscore like blog dot post dot likes table. So like exists using exist function, if it already exists, if post dot likes dot filter will say post dot likes dot remove the request dot user, otherwise also we'll use mark the is liked is equals to false here and we'll write is, don't worry, I will explain up in a moment, just stick with me, is liked equals false here as well, and we'll write put is underscore liked equals true here, and just copy this part here as well and use it just inside the post detail view to check if it is already exist for the first time, and we'll write is underscore liked equals true here. And to make use of this is liked variable inside the template, we'll need to write in pass it into the context here. So make sure it is correctly working. Refresh the page and go to the Daniel Taylor post. We do as already I have liked this post, so if we dislike that post, as you can see it is not throwing an error. We go to the terminal or the MySQL, if we select star from blog post, we can now, previously we have 4 entries whose user ID is 1, now user ID 1 has been gone as it has disliked that post. So what is happening inside the views? First of all, it will suppose, first of all we'll write Patricia Davis post. As you can see here, nobody has liked this post, so it will go to the post, it will check if check first is here, post.likes.filter id request.user.id, which is the Abhishek id 1 already exists. Is it already exist? No. So is underscore liked is remains false, so it will show this else clause, which is the like button, otherwise it will show dislike button. Now if I have liked this button, suppose click on like button, it will go to the like underscore post detail view. So it checks for is liked is equals false, it checks for post.likes.filter, this request.user.id already exists. Nope, it is not already exist. It will go to the post.likes.add, it has added the user, which is the Abhishek user, and make the is liked is equals to true. So and go to the HTTP responsive direct get absolute URL, which is the post underscore detail view, and here is liked is equals to false, and here checking here as well that if post.likes.filter request.user.id exists, and now this time when it is calling into the filter ORM here, it will check, it will get the ID for this user, so it sets the is liked is equals to true and is liked is set to true now. And if we go to the post detail view, it checks if is liked is equals to true here, and it will show it is liked for this user only, for this user. If we go to the, if we log out and log in with another user like Amir Khan and password @123 and open up the Patricia Davis post, it will show like button. We can be able to use the like button here as well, and we can be able to use that Daniel Taylor post has also been liked by Amir Khan, so we are good to go here. Now it's time to use the total likes. The user can be able to see the how many total likes this post got. So to do this, just open the models.py file. We don't have much time as my battery is going down. So here we will create a function inside the models.py file, or the post model, sorry, right, define total likes. Here we'll write total underscore likes, which takes the self as a parameter, excuse me, here, and which will just return self dot likes dot self dot likes dot count. It will just count the number of likes the user has given, the particular user has given. So let's do it in action and use it in the views.py file here, and we'll write total underscore likes, pass the total underscore likes. And how can we use in post detail view? And we can be able to use it post detail view like here, and inside the context variable we'll write total likes for this user. So we write total likes here, total likes. So if we go to the browser again, refresh the page and go to the Daniel Taylor post, it's saying total, excuse me, open up the views.py file. It should be the method here. We'll need to include the parenthesis inside the total likes. So after that it will work. Just refresh page. What the hell is happening here? It's showing global name total underscore likes is not defined. Excuse me, it's post dot total likes. Yeah, it's post dot total likes. So if you refresh the page, now it is showing the 0 like for Catherine Cruz post. And if you open up the Daniel Taylor post, it has the 3 total likes, as 2 from 1 from Amir Khan, and go to the Patricia Davis post, so should have 2 likes. If we open right click on dislike, it should now have 1 like. Click on like, it now should have 2 likes. As you can see here, it is now showing only like, not the likes. If it has 2 likes. So how can we achieve this? So right inside that, write total likes, and just after that pipe we'll use the filter, which is the pluralize filter, which returns a plural suffix s will be placed by default. So after that like, if the value is 0, it will show 0 like, and if the value would be like 4, so it will show 4 likes. So s will be suffixed after that. So if we go to the browser here again and refresh the page, we do have now 2 likes. If we dislike that post, now it should have 1 like, as it is a singular one. So this is how I have achieved the likes and dislike pattern. So Catherine Cruz post, we can be able to use 0, 1 like, and the same is now showing into this. So this is it, guys. What happens when I have logged out? Here you can see what happened. And if you go to the Daniel Taylor post and try to log in with the anonymous user, see, I am not logged in, and it is saying integer must be string or number. So how can we overcome this? It is showing simple lazy object. So we need to use is authenticated is equals to true. It will only, like button is only be shown when the user is logged in. So how can we achieve this? So open up the Atom text editor, and just for that form we'll write here if request dot user dot is underscore authenticated. I don't need to end the if statement here. If the user is running, it can now be able to use that. User can be able to use that. So if we open up the views.py file, Daniel Taylor post, now it is not showing. So it will not throw any error. If we log in again with the like Amir Khan user, log in and go to the Daniel Taylor post, it is now showing 3 like the button. And if we open up the third one, Ashley Mayer's post, this Ashley Mayer's post, it is showing the like button. Then on like button, it is showing 1 like. Amar Khan has now liked this post as well. So this is it, guys. If you have any doubt and confusion in this video lecture, please do comment, please do subscribe my channel as well, and share more and more my videos. See you in the next video lecture.